Welcome everybody to F124. Finally got into the game after a little bit of trouble, but let's jump right on in. Already getting a great feeling about this game. We've got real life audio flowing around in the background right now. Let's jump into the game. I have jumped in just a little bit already, gotten some settings corrected, but I've not jumped into any races. So let's reload in. Kind of cool transition screen here. Let's jump into a career mode. We're going to do a driver career mode. That's where there's been a lot of improvements. And we're going to start in F2. And we're going to do a full season.
Welcome to F124 and welcome to a brand new driver career experience. Before you get started, we need to choose how you'll play. This is the default setup, designed to give you a balanced experience. Or if you're already familiar with the F1 games, you can customize your settings as much as you want yourself. That's it from me. Enjoy!
So we're going to go with some custom settings here. Now I do want to see, I guess, what a custom season is going to look like. Oh, we'd be 14 races. Let's just do the 3 races here, get through that as much as possible, or as quickly as possible. Maybe if we get through this really quick, we can always jump back at a later time, do a full 14 race season, but I want to jump into F1 as quickly as possible. We're going to try and knock out those 3 races right off the bat, but let's take a look here. That needs to go way up. Let's go up to... Let's go to a 95. Let's try it at a 95. We can always knock it back some if we need to. Let's take a look at some of the weekend structure, full qualifying. Actually, for some of this, we're going to go with some different settings here for F2. Regular, park ferme, immersive. I think we're going to start out with the increased safety car, just to try to add some more excitement into the races. Not that there's not going to be some of that here already, but just to give us a little bit more. Simulation settings, we're doing no recovery. All that's good. We're going to try to go, let's see here. We're going to go with simulation damage with a standard damage rate. That's going to be a little bit different than what we've had in the past, and everything else looks good. So, oh, hopefully that saved everything. It did. So confirm those settings, and let's jump in here. We're going to do our custom driver here. Let me jump in and create a driver here. Alrighty, so there we go. Got our custom driver there, and
I'm Elena. I'll be your agent, and I'm so excited to work together to get to Formula One. Now that we've introduced ourselves, you'll see that you now have a set of driver ratings. These will be tied to you for the entirety of your career and will track your progress. As you perform well out on track, these ratings will improve and feed into various other areas of your journey through F1. We'll cover each rating in more detail later.
Perfect. So there are our ratings right there. Let's look at some options for some helmets. Okay, apparently that's our only option. So our only option there. Might as well just advance. And our academy. I'm going to start out in. Let's go with the McLaren Academy. I've been watching some other videos from other people that have come out today. Looks like we can still pick and choose where we go even after F2. So let's advance here.
This is the current Formula 2 team roster. They're all eager to work with you, so choose who you feel would be the best fit for your journey through F2.
Alrighty, so let's see here. Let's go with. I don't know enough about F2. I'm gonna close my eyes. We're gonna go with Campos Racing. And
Okay, who would you like your teammate to be? You can view both of the current drivers and toggle through some information here before making your decision. It might have an impact on your standing within the team.
alright, so looking at some of his ratings. Let's go with Mr. Ralph here. We're going to have a higher rating than both of them. Actually, let's go with Kush here. And confirm settings. We're going to have a high rating in both of them. So it's just going to be a matter of what we can do here. Let's jump into qualifying. This is going to be my first time feeling a new handling physics on this game. So we'll see here. And car setup. Same thing as we're used to here. But some new noises for sure. Let's go to the track. Got the same-ish settings as the F1 23 game. I really like the feeling of the car. We'll see how I like it around the rest of the track. I do have traction control set to the medium setting versus the full setting that I'm used to. That's going to show itself there. May need to change that just a little bit. So we're going to be starting at the back of the grid here. It's just one shot qualifying. With that poll that I put out, the overall consensus was to make it just a little bit harder for me. We can mess with the physical settings I need to use. Add layer time, very pointy there on the nose. So yeah, we'll figure out as we move through. As we move through the series, what settings are going to be best. But I did step them up just from the beginning. Obviously with that spin, qualifying in 22nd. But let's jump into the race. Just going to be 5-lap races. New color on the podium pass stuff. So let's advance here and head off to the race. We lost some scoring on pace, actually a lot there. Details, it was due to our qualifying spot. Take a big hit there, but we'll see. Hopefully we can gain some of that back with running in the race.
Hello and welcome from the Bahrain International Circuit here in Sakhir. Down on the grid, the engineers are making their last checks, and today's race will be underway shortly. Plenty of opportunities around the 3.36 miles of the Bahrain International Circuit for these young F2 drivers to show what they can do. The best passing opportunity right up there at turn 1, and we should see plenty of action there. But there's another not long after at turn 4. There are 9 right-handers and 6 left-handers, and the possibility that we could see some flat spots at the tightest of those left-handers, that's turn 10. We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Ayumu Iwasa lines up on pole position, with Jehan Daruvala alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hauger, Martins, Clermont Novalak, Behrman, Pourchaire, Vesti, Dewitt, Enzo Fittipaldi, Leclerc, Vachon, Isaac Hadjar, Juan Manuel Correa, Cordial, Stanek, Benavides, Kushmini, Nissani, Crawford, Maloney and Benjamin. And now it's time to head down to the track. The new season starts now. I'm Alex Jakes, Alex Brundle is alongside me, and it is time to restart Formula 2. We're so excited to be back. Alex, what are you expecting from this season?
Put 22 of the world's best young racing drivers in a pot, some great venues, press go, and it kicks out a champion. I cannot wait to see who comes out on top at the end of the year.
We're going to struggle for a good position in this race unless we can gain some early positions. See what you can do.
Alrighty, so car setup, that's based on Parc Ferme. Nothing we can do there. No strategy here with running the short races.
Okay,
oh, actually I have to use the...
Hold it there until the start.
I have to use my actual clutch rather than the...
Okay, clutch out, go, go, go!
That was kind of a new experience. Usually I have to hold one of my shifting paddles, but that time I actually had to use my clutch. Okay then, we just get way checked up there. I already have some wing damage, which is not ideal.
Okay, be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage.
Yeah, I'm aware. Staying out of the back of the cars. Definitely going to have to be careful coming out of this corner right here. I've been known to spin it there with the traction control turned down. And these two cars in front of me just will not let me go. They're two different teams, it would appear. I just cannot get through. That just gave me more damage. Again, I'm trying to figure out the handling of the car, and granted it's going to be different with F2 as well compared to F1, but
Got front wing damage, recommend you box for a new one. Box now.
do our box here. I'm going to try to run it out. Though I don't know if it's going to do me much good in all reality. Scroll through some of the new menus here. Okay, nothing major there. So we take a dive down the inside there. Wasn't really intending that.
Nice work, mate. That puts you up a place.
But the brakes are a bit off. I may have to work on some braking settings, get braking similar to what was in 23, but that could also be the handling model for sure. Or it could also just be the F2 cars being easy with the throttle there. I got too aggressive there. Well, now I may as well box for new front wing just to feel out the car and race conditions. How do I still set a better sector 2 with a spin? There's no way. Box a slap.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Hey, that even seems to be better. Before I was having to shout it towards the mic, but not this time. See here. We should have still have the manual turn in. Oh, it's not even going to.
Okay, go, go, go! That was a fantastic stop.
There we
Faster
go.
than we were expecting.
They didn't even repair the wing, did they?
Okay, mate, we've got some clear track around us now, so
Alrighty.
let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's go. Okay,
So
stay
now
clear
they're
of the white
wanting.
line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for
We got our
dangerous driving
first
if you cross onto the track.
objective, which is new to this game. It's going to help us stay more focused. And there's no way we can make that. That's just a poorly timed objective, so maybe they still need some work. As there's no way we're going to be able to achieve that time with having that pit stop in there as well. But maybe it'll transfer over to the next lap. I'm not sure. No, because it says we only have so many laps left, so that's going to be an objective failed. Much better there. Into the throttle. It's just going to take me some time to learn how to get used to traction control. The main reason I went down to medium on the traction control is I had heard that with the new handling model, it lent itself to more traction, so that's why I went to medium on that setting.
Okay, well, it
Yeah,
wasn't
that
this
wasn't.
time, but not to worry. There's a long way
That was
to go
just
in this
weird.
race, so let's focus.
I've also heard some people say it feels kind of clunky at lower speeds. I've not personally felt that yet, but maybe it's just with my setup I'm not able to feel it. Let's see here. Definitely can tell that I'm still benefiting from some of the traction control with it being on medium. But that's a setting I'd eventually like to be able to turn off. That's going to take me a while to get to that point where I'm comfortable enough to do that. A little squirrely there off the corner. And the AR is still making up bunch of time on me, so maybe need to back that off to about 90. We'll see there. I felt like that was a pretty good lap, and even that objective time that they gave me, I still wasn't hitting that on a fairly good lap, so I guess we'll see. It's just going to take me a little bit to get used to that traction control. So going to probably go down on the AI difficulty until we get used to that. As well as, I know in F1 we've got new ERS controls. So there you can see the carcass temperatures, how hot they get. Yeah, I know in F1 they've got the new ERS system. I do have some buttons programmed for that, in hopes that we can actually take advantage of that. But we'll see here. First, we're going to have to see if we can make it to F1 with not performing at all. Maybe I need to stick with some easier settings until we get to that point. I'll try dropping the AI difficulty for the next race. If that doesn't work, we'll drop it some more and drop the
pick up rubber and bring it home.
Along with the traction control. So Frederick Vesti gets driver of the day.
Well,
let's keep moving here.
And look at that.
Advance to the
There will be plenty more
podium
twists
there.
and turns to come this season. I hope you'll join us at the next race.
Let's advance here. And well, we get lots of experience there. Some racecraft. I expect our pace to actually go down here. Lots of awareness. Actually, our pace went up. That's quite impressive. Focus goes down. Oh, badly. Overall, up to a 67 though. What made... No DNF helped us. What? Focus is what cost us so much. And every week your ratings actually go down, it would appear, so encourages us to constantly perform, I suppose. Make sure we're focusing on all aspects. But up to, what was it, 67 there. Let's move on to the next race. Let me I'll have to switch the settings once I go to the track, I believe. Let's see here. Let's go here. Let's go to the difficulty. Let's drop that. Oh, I can't. Okay, I'll have to try to switch them in between sessions, I suppose. So we are off to the Red Bull Ring. And currently send an estimated 22nd at the moment. Very interesting there. We can definitely ride that turtle, that curb, whatever you want to call it, much more than we could in 23. My goal here is just to make it through the lap without spinning. So I almost spun there. Overall, I do enjoy the handling though. It's just going to take some getting used to. Kind of let it drive on. You almost feel like you're on the edge more often, with the front being a little bit grippier. So I expect 22nd here still. Yep, it is what it is. Let's keep moving. Hopefully I can mess with some settings here in between.
The grid is set then. That just leaves
Poor
the race
chair.
itself. Join us tomorrow where we'll be live with all the action.
And let me try fix these settings here. Can I do it now? Nope. No experience. Okay, all that staying still. Pace has gone down. Everything else is the same. Down to at 66 with that pace drop. And I'm trying to figure out where I can change the settings. Trying to get into the pause menu. No, I don't want the tutorials. There we go. Difficulty. Let's go down to a 90 here. And actually, I'm just going to preemptively, at least till we get through F2. I'll turn it back on once we get to F1, just so we can get through the F2 stuff. Hopefully not have to spend another season here.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of
putting that traction control back on is going to help me.
We're at the back, but give it 100% and we can...
I'm going to skip through this for now. And we're off here. Hopefully with some lowered difficulty. As well as some traction control here, we're better off. Now we still have some higher damage than we're used to, so can't be taking many risks here. I say that as we take a massive dive up the inside as they're all stacked up. Slipstream here. May take another dive down the inside. Nope. Unable to do anything there. AI was quite aware of what I was trying to do there. You could see there with the traction control on, I was able to run that curve a lot more nicely than I was in qualifying. Let's keep moving here. Could hear the tire squeal there just a little bit, as I was a little late into the braking zone. I'm going to try to go around the outside here, and not able to make anything stick right away. See if we have a move here down into turn 2. We're able to make it work there.
Okay, good.
But he's staying alongside here. Down the straight. Still there. Still have to defend here. Oh, it's not really where I wanted to happen. There we go. Back to the gas early. Trying to get within a second, as we're going to have DRS hopefully down here through the next lap, since it is still lap 2 for F2 when the DRS comes in to play. For F1 it is lap 1 on this game.
Mate, that's Stanek ahead of you now. They're holding a try and get past as soon as possible and get on with our race. Push,
Yep,
push.
that was my plan anyways. Get past him. Got a couple laps to do so.
Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice
We get
work.
past him here. Complete the objective. And we've got the DRS on Benavides up in front of us. Stanek still has DRS though as well. But we were assigned purple sectors. We had the purple sector 3 last lap, along with purple sector 1 on this lap so far. Green sector 2. Just made up a lot of ground there on Benavides. And keep your foot in it. We may have the fastest lap here. We do. Very nice there. Unable to make anything happen there, unfortunately. We do have a little bit of a DRS strain here going. And we'll see. I don't anticipate another objective. It's the AR checking up. Kind of able to just judge where everyone's at there. Another thing is the delta times based on the sectors have changed colors. Well, at least for having a worse lap. That's now yellow instead of red, it would appear. Maybe that's just an F2 thing. But I do believe that has been a change that's been made. So we're 12% on that right front. And interesting, it pops that down now. Instead of just leaving that open. It would leave it open before in 23. We're a little wide there on the exit of the last corner.
That was the fastest lap.
Our
of the
fastest
race. Keep
lap.
this up. Well done. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
Oh, I overdrove it. That's going to cost me big time. I just screwed that up. I was trying to be really aggressive in the curb, upset the car, and it cost me big time. So, kind of unfortunate there. But it is good to know that even with the new handling model and being able to drive over the curbs more, you're still not invincible pen overruns. So, lots of learning to be had. That would have been, I feel like, a fairly decent result. But our focus rating is definitely going to go down. Now that we're in 22nd versus, I think we had a good shot being about 13th there. But kind of threw that away with that spin. And going to come across the line here. 22nd.
And that's the
But
end
it's all
of the race.
good.
We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
Just keep moving here. Again, just trying to jump through some of these as quickly as possible. Frederick Vesti is driver today once again.
So another fan. ART, the French team who have been.
I feel like that's a pretty good setting there. At least for now.
After all this drama, you'd be
level
mad
up
not to join us for the next
and
race. We hope to see you there. Take care.
advance to the next race. Up in terms of experience quite a bit. Very nice on the racecraft. Interested to see what made the racecraft go up so much. Pace has also gone up. Focus is going to go way down. Oof. Big hit there. Overall though, up to a 69. Very nice there. Experience. The objective helped us gain some racecraft there. And we've got some overtakes that also helped us out. No penalties, helps our awareness. Fastest lap helped our pace. That's what really did it for us. And then obviously the 22nd place finish did not help the focus. Hopefully that's better for the next race, and it's going to be Abu Dhabi for the championship race. Not that we're going to have any shot at it, but let's go to the track here, and we are going to head off here. Let's see if we're any bit better in qualifying here with the new settings. So it looks like we are at least somewhat better here. So throttle early there, losing some spots though. Losing a lot of spots actually. That's not where I want to be. Hopefully we can get some time through the corners. Still have to be really careful of that curb. It's quite dangerous to get into that one. Going through that little chicane hurts the car a bunch if you, or your pace a bunch if you get into it. Very good through that corner there. Gained a lot of time on that ghost car. You kind of hear the tires crying out as we went through there. And see here. Sixth? Is that where I saw him? Lost some time through that last corner. We are starting in sixth. We'll see if we're able to get a win here. But for now, just want to get into the F1 side of things.
It's time to leave for now.
We are up
We'll be
into
back
sixth.
tomorrow when the feature race
Be
gets
interested to see how this affects any of the ratings. It's going to help our pace. Very nice. Nothing in focus. Up to a 70 overall. Let's continue here. And yeah, I'm not going to mess with any settings here. I felt pretty good. And next session, here we come.
Right, mate, I know it's hot in that cockpit, believe me, but your tyres are even hotter than that. You've got to work really hard today to keep them cool, otherwise we're going to suffer with our performance.
Alrighty, so that may be kind of a hint here of what we need to be focusing on. Kind of weird with the RPMs that we need to start at. Let's get that display up so we know where our tire temperatures are at just as soon as we get through these corners. We're up a spot. We did some very nice maneuvering there from the start, and we take a dive here. Very nice there. Use the curb up some and force poor chair to the outside. Trying to stay in the slipstream of these cars up ahead, though we're kind of far back. We're going to go too wide up in front of us, and that allows us to catch right up. Oh, I just did it again. We're going to have to be very careful around that curb. We're going to have to learn how to drive that little chicane a little bit better. So we're going to have to go a little bit defensive here. But I'm very good through this corner. At least that's what we saw in qualifying. So that was quite bright red on that right front. as I went through that corner, a little bit of contact with Gruvela. Made a little bit of damage to the wing, but nothing too concerning here. Let's keep going.
That wing is going to need replacing if it takes too much damage.
Nope, we're fine for now, thank you. It just went a lighter green. We're still good. Let's keep making our way through here. I'd be happy with the 4th place for sure. That'd help out my focus a lot. So main goal is going to be not to spin the car at whatever cost that is. And let's take a look at the tire wear. Tire wear looks good. Looking at the temperatures, seem to be good. You guys may have to let me know if you notice anything extreme happening in any particular corners or a type of corner. Obviously, we're going to cook them in corners like these. That right front just gets toasty. So I'm not sure if I can really keep up with these guys in front of me. We'll try, but I do not like that corner. That corner gives me flashbacks to 23. Decent little corner there. I actually have a purple sector 3 there. That curve is also very aggressive. We'll have to keep that in mind.
Okay, mate. I know you've had a couple of scrappy laps, but let's focus now on getting your head down and keeping the next few clean.
Okay, so we need to focus on staying on track the entire time. So we'll have to really watch ourselves here, not to overdrive anything. We're not going to have DRS here. While this train behind us is, let's get back in line behind Pourchaire.
Win that place back.
Not trying anything too aggressive here. Minding that front wing. And very nice there. We do have DRS here. And this may be good for us. Maybe Pourchaire can pull us up to those cars in front of us. I'm not sure if he has the pace to do that or not, but we're going to hope that he does. Being careful through here, not going off track. Not going off track, there we go, very nice. Almost a little off track moment there.
Nice
But
work, you smashed it. Really good job
complete
on
the
getting that
objective,
target,
very
mate.
nice there. I'm even losing some time to Pourchaire here, which is not ideal at all. Made up, I think, a little bit of ground there. So that was my best sector 1. A little late to the throttle there. Kind of slid around there a little bit. But we do have DRS on Pourchaire. It's going to help us out. Pull us back to him. Overdrove the corner just a little bit. Better through that little chicane. I was a little worried. I got on the curb just a little bit, but didn't affect us too badly. Didn't get the best run out of there though. I overdrove that corner just a little bit, but not fear. All good there. Pourchaire does appear to be reeling in these cars in front of us, but I've got no turning on the left-handers. I've completely cooked the right front tire. We're out of DRS range of Pourchaire now, as he is caught up basically to the leaders. Yeah, I'm aware. The right-handers do not feel too good at all at the moment. Did I say right? If I said right, I meant left. I've just not got the turn off of them that I want. Probably see that in the tire wear as well. Yep, that one's definitely cooked. And it's all because of, I missed a shift there. We take a dive here. We're going to have the run here and the DRS on Vesti. He should not have DRS on us. We're going to go, where are we going to go? We're going to go to the outside here. Gas it up. Let the carcass burn on the right front. It's going to hurt us through this little chicane up here though. Right up here is where it's going to hurt me the most. So it hurts my turn right here. Doesn't give me the best run off here. It's all good. And going to bring it home in P5. Very nice there.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
And now, let's see here. We get driver of the day. We didn't really do much, I feel like, but
And so
we did gain
the
one
celebrations
position.
begin, and well earned they are indeed.
And
It might have
there's
been
our
simple at
champion
times, but as any racing driver
of
will tell
F2.
you, competing at this
Hopefully I
level,
didn't do too
at
badly
the
and we
very
can still
top,
move up
is
into F1.
anything but simple. There's no catching them now. We have a new Formula 2 World Drivers' Champion. And that brings to an end
See
another
here.
great race.
Let's keep moving here.
Well, what a year it has been. What a story we have seen.
10 points
I've been
there
Alex
for
Jakes
5th
on the
place.
microphone, thanks to the whole
Let's
team here.
advance here. See if we've made any progress. Lots of progress in terms of experience, up to 54. Racecraft went up. Awareness has gone way up. I think that's due to that objective. Pace has finally gone up in the race, as well as focus. And we are going to be up to a 71 overall. Where did that objective help us? I think it's going to be an awareness. Yep, it is. So very nice there. And 5th helps the focus. Let's close that. Let's advance. Now we see if we've made it into F1 or not. I may have to run another career, in which case I'd do that off screen. We have made it into F1, it would appear. We're going to do 24 races here. And
we'll be working closely together to get you the best deal possible. So, decision time. Who will you drive for this season? Tough choice, I know. On this screen, you can view all the available teams and view some information about them to help you make a choice. Here, you can check out the basic information covering their principal, HQ, and vehicle information. Opposite this, you can see the current performance of this team compared to the rest of the field. This performance will change, depending on your success with development during the coming seasons. Recognition is a system that the team will use to determine how much R&D responsibility you were given. You will be compared against your teammate, and resource points will be split accordingly. Increase your recognition by improving your driver ratings, your current contract, and other bonuses that we'll cover later.
alright, so the main thing I think I want to look at is our recognition here. definitely not going to a Red Bull. I also want to keep in mind what's going to look best in terms of a progression for a full career. Haas, I'm thinking one of the bottom 5 teams, so a Haas doesn't look bad. RB actually looks really good there. Alpine, Sabre, and Williams. It actually looks... I may go for the Alpine, however you want to say it. They're a lower level team. I want to look at the... They're up there in terms of the vehicle performance at the moment. I'm guessing that's going to get fixed in a day 1, day 2 patch, as this is technically still day 0. In terms of the version, so I expect that to drop down, and we're going to be fighting pretty hard for the recognition, so I think we're going to go there.
Okay.
So
Who would you
with
like your team
this,
You can view both of the current drivers and toggle through some information here before making your decision. It might have an impact on your standing within the team.
so looking at the teammates, Ocon's an 82, Gasly is an 84. I'm going to guess we want... I'm going to guess we want Ocon as our teammate in terms of being able to work our way up and get some of that recognition. We know in an Alpine we're not going to be able to fight for any of the... We're not really going to fight for the championship anyways. So that's why I'm going to go with the lower rating of Ocon moving forward here. As we move here, based in Monaco, and this is a little story mode, so I'll shut up for a little bit.
Finally, let's do this for real. Sorry it took so long. You know what these legal types are like? Yes, sir. No, sir. Here's 80 pages of needless jargon, sir. Anyway, believe it or not, this is my excited face. Come on, come on. Let me show you what we've got. So, all the usual stuff. Merchandising, likeness, blah, blah, blah. But the really juicy stuff is their expectation of you. They need you to challenge yourself all season, be the best you can be, dominate your teammate, become a legend. All that jazz. Now, it's over to you.
Okay, here we are. It's contract time. The team are expecting you to improve as your career evolves. And so am I. Here, we will be setting you a contractual target with the team, so that this progress can be tracked by both parties. Here, you can view your current ratings with your overall rating, or RTG, shown at the top. This is the value that will be used to set your contract target. In order to improve this, you'll need to show your worth at each race weekend. Your current rating has been used as a starting point. Move this slider to set your target for next season. A higher target requires consistently good results at each race weekend, but you'll get more recognition when you sign. Here, you can view your recognition with the team. The higher the target you set yourself, the more recognition you will earn when you sign. More recognition equals more car development. More car development makes car go fast. You know the drill. Remember, if you fail to meet that target, you will lose this recognition bonus, so don't bite off more than you can chew. You can see some basic information on the contract, as well as the number of seasons your contract will last. After this season concludes, you may be offered longer contracts, if the team thinks you deserve one. A longer contract will give another recognition bonus when you sign. There's a few other points for us to go over, but we can leave those until you're settled. I'll leave you to finalize your terms.
Alrighty, so let me move the camera just a second here so you can kind of see what's going on here, because the camera's not in the best spot. It's better, not great. So we have the slider here with what we want our target rating to be. I'm going to go, it's recommended 75. Let's go with the 75, knowing that we're going to struggle some at the beginning. Actually, let's go with the 70. Let's go 74, knowing that we're going to struggle at the beginning of the season. Rating may drop a little bit towards the beginning, but hopefully over the course of the season should be getting better. Obviously, first season we only get one season contract. Obviously, as we progress, we can get longer contracts. So let's go ahead and sign here.
We're signed. We are on the Formula One grid for 2024. That sounds awesome to say. Time to go crush that target. I'll see you soon.
Alright, so now that we've signed our contract, we've got a nice little home here. And let's see here. Kind of giving us an overview. I'd like to say it's a little bit similar
before
to.
we gear up for the
Never
first
mind.
race this season, a couple of things. Throughout your career, you'll get a lot of important information. Keep an eye on this tab between each race to see what you've been sent. We also have a wonderful team of specialists that will be dedicating some of their time to help us this season. When you have a moment, we should go and get introduced. They don't bite, I promise. Driver Details contains all the important information for your accolades, contracts, rivalries, and driver ratings. Keep an eye on it throughout the season.
Hi mate, Mark here. I'm your engineer for the season ahead, and I'm absolutely buzzing to be working with you. When you're ready, come and see me over in R&D and we can chat about the development of the car. See you soon.
Alright, so first let's take a look at the messages. Career mailbox. And okay, we get some contract updates within the mailbox, so I'll be important to keep an eye on. Team rivalry. Espan is now your teammate. So, regular intensity. That's something we'll look at in the driver details. And let's see here. We have Bruno as our team principal and Mark as our engineer. We have some other menus to explore here. Let's go over to the specialists.
Your specialists are a team of experts that will be working with us part-time to maximize your research and development within the team. They will offer you goals to complete each race weekend. Completing these goals will increase your relationship level with a specialist. When that level increases, you'll get perks that improve their area of R&D. You can see each specialist's title and current level here, as well as a message stating whether they have some goals available. Selecting a specialist will take you to a details screen where you can view their perks and goals. When you're ready, select an available specialist to see what they are offering you.
Alrighty, so let's go ahead and do this a second. Let's select here.
Each specialist will have perks that match their area of expertise. As you improve your relationship with a specialist, you'll gain access to the corresponding perk. You can also select which of the available goals you would like for the upcoming race weekend. You can change your choice at any time from here or at the track before entering the first session of the weekend. After entering the first session, your selected goal will be locked in.
Alright, so might as well go for complete the race weekend.
You can
That's
see
going
your
to be the
selected
easiest.
goals and can view this during the weekend. After the race, you'll get a rundown of which goals you passed or failed and any progress made towards each specialist's level. If you fail a goal, you'll lose progress, so pick goals you're confident in completing. In short, don't get greedy.
Alrighty, so let's back out of here.
This icon represents your primary specialist. They will offer double XP for successfully completing goals to help you unlock their perks faster. You can choose any available specialist to be your primary and change this right up until you enter the first session of a race weekend.
Alright, so maybe only able to select a goal from each specialist per week. I'm not sure. We'll have to look. Obviously, we don't have any other options right now. Let's move on to another menu.
Welcome to your contracts hub. Here, you'll be able to view your current contract and all the information relating to it. To start, you can see all the base information for your current contract, your target rating, your current rating, and more. In this main area, you'll find a graph that tracks your rating each race. It will also display your target, so you can see how far off you are. Obviously, we haven't raced yet, so there's no data. Be sure to come back and check this after each race weekend.
Alright, so going to have a graph here similar to the R&D screen. It would appear.
Here, you can review your recognition information. You will see a comparison between you and your teammate, as well as any bonus you have applied. Below that, you can see a list of your current perks that come with your recognition level, so you can unlock more and really push the development of the car.
So there's our recognition compared to Ocon. We have one perk, which is a secret R&D upgrade. Let's move on to the review contract.
Review your current contract target and set something lower if you're struggling. The team won't take this lightly, though, and you will struggle to improve your recognition this season. But it's better than potentially getting fired. This option will only be available when you're below your target rating.
So if we are struggling to make that target goal, we can review the contract, try to bump that down just a little bit, but it's going to hurt our recognition by doing that. Let's move over to the accolades.
These are your active accolades. Through your glorious F1 career, you will work towards these, and each accolade has multiple tiers, just to keep you on your toes. Highlight an accolade, and you'll see what it is, how to complete your current tier, and the rewards. When you've completed one, it will appear down below for you to get all nostalgic and reminisce on past glories.
Alright, and these also impact different parts of our rating. So race starts helps our experience. Qualifying, top 5 qualifying help our pace. Top 10 finishes help awareness. Podium finishes help racecraft, and the championship points help with experience. Let's move on to rivals.
Across your career, you will always be compared against your teammate in a few different ways. Teammate battles are ongoing rivalries with rewards given every race weekend based on performance. Close points tallies can trigger a championship narrative rivalry. This compares your own points tally with your rivals, with the goal of outscoring them by a significant margin to win. Rewards are given upon completion. If your ratings are close to another driver, it can trigger driver ratings rivalry. The goal is to achieve a big gap over your rival. Rewards are given upon completion. Each rivalry has an intensity level. At key moments throughout the season, this may increase for one or more rivalries. A higher intensity level means you'll need to do more to win, but you'll earn more rewards.
So we don't have to come up with our own rivals anymore. It is giving us different rivals based on where we're at in the season. Not only compared to our teammate, but other drivers that were near it in terms of the driver standings, as well as different driver ratings.
This graph will show you how your driver ratings are evolving throughout your career in F1. Upwards, I hope. Your current stats are visible on the right. Each has been color-coded to match a line on the graph. Progress will update after each race weekend, and you can view both the present season as well as past ones. Finally, at the bottom of the screen, you can see a description of each rating and what you need to do in order to improve each of them.
So this is really helpful because we can see how different races have affected our rating, as well as it gives us different descriptions of what helps each category of the driver rating. So it kind of helps us know what we need to focus on in order to keep up in our driver rating.
You can select drivers from the left-hand list, and they will then appear with their ratings next to you on the right. Ratings listed in red are lower, while higher and equal ratings are shown in white.
So there we go. We can compare ourselves to everyone else on the grid, and even compared to some F2 drivers as well. Like, we are higher than Sargent in terms of rating, as well as for Chair overall, but Magnussen and all the others are way higher than us. And it gives us all the different drivers that would appear. And then one more menu here is just our helmet and driver profile. Let's look at the R&D side of things.
Okay, mate, let's chat R&D. Research and developments may be the most important aspect of F1, and you and I are going to work together to bring on the car's performance. This is where you'll be investing in upgrades. We have 4 areas of development. Here you can see an overview of the departments and how many upgrades are currently applied in each. Selecting one of these will take you to their respective tech trees. In order to develop upgrades, you'll have your very own resource point account, unique to you as a driver. Your teammate's going to have their own one too. Your current resource points can be viewed on your player card here, and points are earned passively each week. And the higher your recognition, the more points we'll give you. You can also earn points via practice programs, and, well, you know how much I love getting good data. Finally, this chart shows the performance you've extracted from each department based on the number of applied upgrades. You can also see the max potential for each department based on the remaining upgrades. Hopefully it helps you to see where we are and how far we can go.
Alright, so I doubt we have enough points for anything, but the chassis seems to be in dire need of upgrade.
And your teammate, so remember to play nice. Each upgrade will be labelled with the driver that purchased it. Any upgrade that's been completed will be applied to both cars at the team. But no matter who did it, remember that if the car's slow, well, it's down to the drivers, and if it's quick, it's all thanks to me. Okay, here's where you're going to purchase and manage your upgrades for each department. If a part fails development, you can also come here to restart and finalise it, but just don't have a go at me when you do. As you develop parts, you're going to unlock access to more. Highlighting locked upgrades will tell you what's required to gain access to it. For each department, you can quickly view which perks are available as a result of your relationship with our specialists and your current recognition within the team.
Alright, so
when you select an upgrade, you can quickly view some information about it. The estimated completion timeline, the upgrade that it unlocks, as well as where we stand in the development race. Finally, you can see the failure chance of the upgrade, or if you can't afford it, a bit of red pen from me saying that you haven't got enough points. If you want to rush something through though, you can do that here if you have a high enough recognition and if you want to risk a higher failure chance. Tip from me though, if you do want to rush something, buy the crew some sweets as thanks for the overtime.
alrighty, so can't do anything here, but does tell us what this upgrade unlocks. That's something that was kind of missing from the previous games, but without significant points. Can't really do anything there. Let me think of what button this is. It's not that one. Oh. Where are we at here? Not that one. I forget what each of the buttons are sometimes. Let's see here. It's not that. It's not that. Is it this? Nope. Well, we can't view the perks at the moment because I can't remember what button it is on the wheel, but we'll figure it out at some point. And then we can also have it recommend us an upgrade, but we're not going to have money for anything at the moment. I'll figure out what button that is so we can look at the perks and stuff at another time. Let's look at the vehicle. I doubt anything's changed there. Yep. We don't even have a pop-up here. With anyone talking to us. Everything else is still the same. So let's... That's everything that is new. I'm sure there's a lot more to go through as we get into races. But it's going to wrap things up for this episode. I do plan on posting another episode later in the day, diving into our first race, so be on the lookout for that. That's going to be later in the afternoon after this one is posted. So I'm very excited for this, for the new game. Let's jump in and change the settings here a second. We're going to go back up to, actually let's keep that at 90, but we're going to go medium on the traction control as we move into the first season. Let me know if you guys want me to bump that up to the 95 rating. But I think for now we're going to keep it at the 90 unless you guys want it bumped up higher. But if you guys have made it this far and you're new, please subscribe. I don't ask of it very often, but this is going to be a big series for me, being able to play this new game and really dive into it, and be one of the first ones to do so. I know there's plenty of other creators who have gotten their hands on it even earlier than I did, but if you are enjoying it, if you want to see more, please subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know if there's anything I can work on, what you like, that sort of stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one.